Okay, good afternoon. My name is Warren Rutherford. I'm a franchise coach. I'm owner of the Executive Suite here in Hyannis, Massachusetts. A couple of logistics as we start up this afternoon. If you have questions, you can either use the question bar to the right side of the screen, or you can raise your hand with a question, and I'll do my best to answer it as I go along. And if you'd like to participate along with me in the discussion, I'd be happy to unmute you. So let me just begin here. If I can get this to move. Yes, it's working. All right. So reason number one, you're in good company. If you're over the age of 50, you're one of 77 million people that are in the baby boomer generation. And interestingly, since 1996, the uppace of boomers starting businesses has gone from 14 to 23%, and it's continuing to increase. And there's a couple of different reasons for that. Job loss, retirement, people switching to be more independent, trying to find something different. What's also very interesting as well is that the pace of those who are still working in the 65 to 69 age bracket is almost doubled since 1985. But I want to take a moment here and just do a little bit of a listener poll. So I've got two polls here. One, I'm going to currently ask you what age group you're in. And hopefully you'll be able to see that and just check off what age group you're in. Okay. And I'm going to close that one. Now, what I want to also ask is there's a different poll here, and it's going to ask you, are you currently employed, unemployed, underemployed, or retired but want to go back to work? Okay, excellent. So what's happening with a lot of the people that we work with in our franchise coaching business is I've got a number of people who are retired, want to go back to work, or have lost their jobs for a variety of different reasons and are a little bit reluctant to go back into the workforce, the corporate workforce. So a lot of good company that you're in, and I'd like to have you continue to think of it in that time reference point. Second reason, you are relevant. Does your brain stop functioning at 65? Number of clients I work with are 65 and older. They want to continue working. They may be retired at 55, 59, or 60, and they want to keep going. Interestingly, employment is going to continue to increase in the next 6 years. This data is a little bit old, but what I found really fascinating was the labor force for people 55 and older is going to go up to 25% of the total labor force in 2020. So I know with my parents, retirement was at 65 was their practice. But in our day and age, part of the baby boomer generation, I think it's safe to say that we get what we accept. We can either choose to retire if we have the ability to do that, or we need to continue working for a variety of different reasons. In my instance, I need to keep busy. So one of the other reasons you have in common with a lot of other baby boomers is you can assess your talents. So let me ask you, are you one of those people who's a leader, a salesperson? Are you a driver or a follower? Or are you a people person? Do you like process? Do you like learning and structure? If so, what's your business expertise that surrounds what your talents and values and behavioral assets are? And have you considered going into business for yourself? I find that most of the people I work with are better at learning existing business systems and structures and making them work based on their life's experience. Reason number 4, think business first and franchise second. Does that make sense that every well-run business has those great operations, marketing, sales, public relations, software systems that work well together? The key here is that they're well developed, they have systems, They have strong missions and visions. They have strategies and objectives to drive their business to grow. And you know what? Well-run franchises have the same characteristics. And that's reason number 5. You know the secret to success. You most likely worked in those systems of various types and styles your whole career. Franchises are no different. They're successful because they've already developed those systems. What they need are people who know business, who know the different elements of business and are willing to work within a specific business structure and model to make it successful. So let me ask you, are you a leader, a sales, operation, or customer service expert? Do you prefer to be decisive, influential, stable, or cautious? If so, I would assure you there is a franchise model that does fit you. And the last reason, courtesy of Nike and Michael Jordan, you can just do it. And maybe you've thought about running faster than the rest, being a little bit different. But how many out there have actually acted, run out, and bought a franchise? And the question I have for you is, are you ready for the next great action in your baby boomer career? If so, then I would suggest you just do it, courtesy of Nike, and consider taking a free assessment. So at this point, that's what I have available within the presentation. It's a little bit quick and short, but from that standpoint, I don't believe I need to keep going on if there's not a need to continue talking. I'm going to make a click here for the free franchise assessment. I'm also showing it in the chat bar to the bottom right, but I'm going to click on it, and it's going to bring us to the franchise assessment page, I hope. There we go. Now, I'm a franchise coach with Matchpoint Network. You see that in the upper left-hand part of the screen. And what you'll be able to do is, if you desire, click on that link that I just posted on the webinar screen, and you can take the first step to looking at whether or not franchising is right for you. If you want to complete it, I'll get notified that it has been completed. I'll give you a call, and we can set up a consultation to find out what your interests in franchising are. So with that, I want to end that portion of the webinar and get back to answering any questions you might have. So let me see if I've unmuted everybody. I believe, Peter, you are unmuted. If you have a question or want to talk at all, floor is yours.
No, I think I'm just trying to get, put some more thoughts around it, Warren.
Okay.
No, that's helpful. It's helpful, and I just want to